One city, 2 million soldiers, a battle that shattered the most powerful army on Earth. In 1942, one German general received orders that would doom his entire army forever. Stalingrad was named after Stalin himself, and that name made it priceless to Hitler. Stalin's Order 227 delivered one terrifying, absolute directive to every Soviet soldier: not back. August 23, 1942. The Luftwaffe unleashed fire, killing tens of thousands of civilians in hours. By September, the German Sixth Army had entered Stalingrad, expecting a quick, easy victory. General Vasily Chukov took command with one brutal promise: he would die before surrendering Stalingrad. Chuikov's genius tactic: hug the enemy so close that German bombers couldn't attack safely. Mamayev Kurgan, one blood-soaked hill that changed hands 12 times in a single day. A single apartment building became a fortress that killed more Germans than France did. Soviet sniper Vasily Zaitsev moved through the ruins and logged 225 confirmed kills. The average Soviet soldier's life expectancy inside Stalingrad was measured in hours, not days. Soldiers fought in basements, sewers, and shattered rooms. Warfare stripped to its darkest essence. The Dzerzhinsky tractor factory became a battlefield where Soviet workers fought beside destroyed machinery. The Barricady gun factory. German and Soviet troops occupied completely separate floors above each other. By November, Paulus controlled 90% of the city, but the Volga Strip held. German soldiers coined one word for their horror inside Stalingrad: Rattenkrieg, the War of Rats. Soviet women manned anti-aircraft guns. German soldiers were shocked to learn who had killed them. Soviet reinforcements crossed the Volga each night under fire, many dying before reaching shore. Roduntsev's 13th Guards Rifle Division crossed the Volga and counterattacked within minutes of landing. Inside the grain elevator, soldiers were so close to each other they could hear breathing. German Stuka dive bombers controlled the daytime skies and made Soviet daylight movement nearly impossible. Paulus sent telegram after telegram requesting permission to withdraw. Hitler refused every single one. While Germans bled in Stalingrad, Soviet generals Zhukov and Vasilevsky secretly planned a masterstroke. Operation Uranus would strike not at the Germans themselves, but at their unprotected flanks. Romania held the flanks with almost no armor and virtually no effective anti-tank weapons available. November 19, 1942. Over 3,000 Soviet artillery pieces opened fire simultaneously at first dawn. Romanian defensive lines dissolved under the massive Soviet assault within hours of first light. Two Soviet armored pincers raced toward each other across 60 miles of frozen steppe. On November 23rd, Soviet pincers closed at Kalash and sealed 200,000 Germans inside. Inside the Kessel, the cauldron, 250,000 Axis soldiers faced certain death. Paulus reported his troops had 6 days of rations and 10 days of ammunition remaining. Hermann Goering assured Hitler his Luftwaffe could supply the trapped army entirely from the air. The army needed 500 tons daily. The airlift rarely delivered even 100 tons. Inside the Kessel, conditions became catastrophic. Starvation, severe frostbite, and total despair consumed the army. Von Manstein launched Operation Winter Storm, a desperate armored relief effort from the southwest. Manstein's relief force advanced to within 30 miles of Stalingrad before being turned back. The Supreme Commander vetoed the breakout plan and ordered Paulus to hold to the last. On December 23rd, all relief efforts for Stalingrad were permanently abandoned by German High Command. Tetsinskaya airfield was captured by Soviet armor on Christmas Eve, crippling the German airlift completely. January 1943. Soviet Operation Ring attacked the Stalingrad pocket from every direction at once. German soldiers began surrendering in small groups, then in hundreds, starved, frozen, and broken. Potomnik fell on January 16th. The Sixth Army's last operable airfield was gone forever. Paulus was promoted to Field Marshal on January 30th. No German marshal had surrendered. On February 1st, a Soviet envoy entered Paulus's basement headquarters with surrender terms in hand. On January 31st, Paulus surrendered, becoming the first German field marshal ever to capitulate. The northern pocket resisted 2 more days, then fell silent on February 2nd, 1943. 91,000 Germans entered Soviet captivity. Fewer than 5,000 would ever return home. 22 German generals surrendered at Stalingrad. Hitler called it an unforgivable act of cowardice. Germany announced 3 days of national mourning. The myth of invincibility was shattered forever. The Soviet dead at Stalingrad exceeded 1 million, a cost almost beyond human comprehension. Stalingrad shattered the Wehrmacht's momentum on the Eastern Front. Germany never regained the initiative. Zhukov led his 62nd Army westward for 2 more years and personally accepted Berlin's surrender. Sergeant Yakov Pavlov earned the Hero of the Soviet Union for holding 1 apartment building. Vasily Zaitsev, the legendary sniper, was reburied on Mamayev Kurgan in 2006 beside his comrades. Operation Uranus was a textbook encirclement, the same Kesselschlacht tactic Germany had used before. The battle proved that Germany's greatest strength, maneuver warfare, was nullified in ruins. The Katyusha rocket launcher, called Stalin's organ, became a symbol of Soviet industrial power. The T-34 tank's superiority over German armor was conclusively demonstrated at Stalingrad's frozen steppes. Stalingrad's lesson: occupying a city by name does not mean controlling the people within it. The frozen Volga River became the main Soviet supply route into Stalingrad's encircled defenders. Axis casualties: German, Romanian, Italian, Hungarian, exceeded 800,000 men total. The psychological damage to Germany's Wehrmacht was permanent. The army of invincible victories was gone. In Russia, the city of Volgograd is still called Stalingrad whenever commemorating this sacred sacrifice. Every street had a name, and men died to hold each one, floor by floor. Stalingrad revealed conquest's true limit. A city of 1 million people cannot simply be erased. Berlin's road began here in Stalingrad's ruins, where the Red Army found its strength. 5 months, 2 million soldiers, 1 city. The moment the Second World War truly turned.